Hi, Mia. This is Liz. I haven't talked to you for a really long time and I've missed you. I hope you're doing well and I hope that you have been reading a lot. I have definitely missed reading with you every week. So I've been trying to get this figured out so that I can read you a couple stories. So hopefully I've got it figured out now and at least we can start reading this way. So the first story I'm going to read is Brian's Hats. Brian's Hats, written by Anne Harth. Brian sat on the front steps of his building. He wore his red baseball cap. "Hi, Mr. Mack," he said to the mailman. "Do you have a package for me?" Mr. Mack opened his mailbag. "Not today, Brian." Do you ever get mail, Mia? I bet that's fun when you do. The next day, Brian sat on his front steps again. He wore a white baker's hat. "Hi, Mr. Mack. Do you have a package for me?" Mr. Mack smiled. "Not today, Brian." Mia, what do you think Brian is hoping he's going to get in a package? Based on the pictures, what do you think he might like? The day after that, Brian sat on his front steps again. He wore a red fireman's hat. "Hi, Mr. Mack. Do you have a package for me?" There he is in his red fireman's hat. "Not today, Brian," Mr. Mack said. "Are you expecting something?" "No." Brian shook his head. "I'm hoping." The next day, Brian had a cold. He sniffed, he coughed, he felt hot and tired. He stayed in bed. "What if I get a package today?" he said. "Don't worry," said Mom. "Mr. Mack knows where we live." "I hope so," Brian said. He closed his eyes. Knock, knock. Brian woke up. He heard the front door open. "Hello, Mr. Mack," said Mom. "I have a package for Brian," Mr. Mack said. "Thank you. I'll give it to him as soon as he wakes up." Brian sat up in bed. "What is it, Mom?" he called. Mom walked in and handed him a box. "Open it and see." It's got his name Brian on there. Brian tore open the box. He looked inside and laughed. He pulled out a dark blue hat and put it on his head. "Look, Mom, the present is from Mr. Mack. I'm a mailman." All right, so now we have questions. Which of Brian's hats is white? Let's look back. Do you remember which one of his hats was white? I bet it wasn't the fireman hat. There he is. There he is sitting on the steps. What do you think this one is? I think it's a chef's hat.